Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. My name is Sara de Clercq, and I am an NLP coach, an FBR breathwork facilitator, and I teach people in spiritual inquiry, and I combine that with self-awareness, embodied awareness, so mind somatic awareness, and also some therapeutic insights and principles woven into there, even though I'm not a therapist. I work with clients all over the world. Me and my partner, Dan, we run retreats together through Yes and conscious living and conscious leadership. So we do a lot in the space of conscious leadership as well as breathwork, which we do in Byron in Australia, called Breathwork Byron. So if you're new to the channel or if you're already familiar, welcome. And this first video is really as an introduction to who I am, what I do, why I'm here, and why I'm super keen to start sharing on YouTube a little bit more. And what I've really felt into, because I wanted to share this platform, I wanted to start it, and I wanted to be reflective of my spirit as well, and of the teachings that I do with my clients, with the people that I work with really closely in an intimate container, and share some of those teachings to the wider world so that it can be available for more people. That's the intention, so that it may inspire and evoke a sense of aliveness, beauty, creativity, freedom, playfulness, authenticity, and intimacy in your life, and sensuality is a part of that as well. And I really want to come from a place of sharing my own stories, sharing my own personal stories, sharing my own personal journeys, and then not that I will share the stories of my clients, but simply I want to share through stories which I use my clients as inspiration of. And the reason I want to share through story is because I feel that this is a way for me. It's kind of like a poetic way for me, an artistic way for me. So I'm also an artist. So I create art. I write poetry as well. And I'm looking to publish my first book potentially this year. Let's see how that's going to go, but that's the intention. And yeah, like I feel my art and my creativity, as well as my spiritual inquiry and coaching and leadership coaching and facilitation is really on behalf of inspiration, and it's really on behalf of bringing the truest version of ourselves into the world, and on behalf of potentiality and bringing our most highest potential into the world. And when I say those words, I might mean something different than maybe what a lot of other people out there mean about potential and bringing your highest potential into the world. For me, it's coming into really the depth of our being, into the depth of our core, actually stripping away all the layers of ideas about success or needing to be successful, and really coming into the true essence of who we are, and then let that essence shine through in the most bright way, which will be successful, but it's not in the notion of that, if that makes sense. And also I speak to my own journey, and how I've come from. I've worked in the modeling industry since the age of 14, in the professional modeling industries. I've walked tons of shows. I've been on tons of magazines over the years. I've done Elle, DKNY, Chanel, Avant-Garde. So I've been in contact with bigger brands and bigger companies, and it was great. I've learned so much about myself and about life and about the human journey, because there's so many different forms and shape of that. I've traveled a lot, which has me humbled more and more, and I see more of the world as I travel more. And it shows me that there's so many people with so many different lives out there. And my intention for this platform is to inspire those who feel naturally drawn to this, and not out of a sense of wanting to improve, needing to be better, needing to be show up more in the world, but really out of a place of inspiration and out of a place of natural alignment. So I'll speak to alignment a lot. I'll speak to creativity a lot, and how that's been for me a tool of transformation into sort of this more sort of go-getter mindset. And I'm all about doing. I love doing. It just depends where it comes from. And so most of us, particularly in Western society, have been raised to really do, to the degree, to the extent of our own health or well-being, and also to the extent of actually what's truly deep, true in our heart's desire, and what's not actually maybe expected by our caregivers, or what we think society wants from us, or things like that, are really what's true for us in our own being. So I bring a lot of spirituality into this as well, in terms of spiritual teachings around beauty and innocence and knowing and not knowing and freedom in that. And so it's kind of a mixture of things. So what you can expect is a mixture of creativity, spirituality, alignment, self-leadership from a place of true core drive and authenticity, where we don't need motivation. Motivation is not necessary. Yeah, maybe on a certain stage of our life it is, but I really believe that if something is truly aligned with our being and with our higher self, if you will, we don't need any form of motivation. The expression will naturally come through. We don't need that. We don't need to pump ourselves up to get things going. We simply need to show up, be ourselves, and that's where things starts to flow. Yeah, I might share some breathwork practices, given that's also part of what I teach. But mainly I will share through story. I share through storytelling. I might share some poetic sort of insights and share with words. And hopefully those words, my intention is that those words might land in a way where you feel inspired from your own inside out. And then my highest intention of this whole platform is that my sharings invite you into an inquiry of your own self, and invite you into an inquiry of your thoughts, belief systems, and of your true self. Yeah, what's really true and aligned for you. An inquiry for all that you are not, which then reveals naturally what you already are. And a questioning, yeah, a healthy questioning. Don't believe anything I say. Really question for yourself. This is why this is not so much a teaching space. It's more a space of sharing so that you can come back to your own natural intelligence. I don't believe that we need anything from the outside to tell us what to do or what to think. Sure, there's certain practical things like what to eat might be healthy or this or that, but I really think that the wisdom sits already fully within our bodies, and that it can fully naturally shine through if we listen and keep it simple. So I like to keep it simple. Keep the practice simple. Stay within your own simplicity, and naturally the truth will align and the truth will come forward. And so this is a space for inquiry, for self-exploration. And as I move through the videos, you can stop the video, you can pause, you can inquire, what Sara just said, how is that actually landing for me? Is that really true for me? Yeah. I feel in a lot of the self-development spaces, things get sad and people kind of just take it on. I'm anxious attached. I have narcissistic tendencies, X, Y, Z. I'm this and this and this type of Enneagram or Myers-Briggs, all that stuff, yeah, which is really useful, and I really invite that in. And also I really want to point out that the wisdom already sits within us. So I might bring in some polarity integration tools, which I do a lot with my clients. I might bring in some Enneagram, all of the intention to show us ultimately what we're not, or where we're getting stuck, or where we believe we are something, but we're actually not that thing. So it's actually more of a Buddhist approach, where we go into neti, which means not this, not that. So the whole space is a space of self-inquiry, space of self-reflection, and a space for you to come more fully into your alignment and into your true self. I really invite in any comments or questions or anything you might have, and I hope you enjoy what I have to share here. And let it be in a live platform. Ask questions, share with me your insights, or share with me topics you'd like to explore, and then I can respond to that. So thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to sharing more with you soon.